Youth are the future of our democracy. But when it's time to vote, they are highly absent. And this is concerning because it shows the need to increase youth political participation. Throughout this talk, I will cover three main points. First, we'll take a look at the current state of youth political participation in the Netherlands. Second, we'll explore some of the factors that contribute to low youth voter turnout. And third, we'll discuss strategies for increasing youth political engagement. By the end of this talk, I hope to have shown you that there is one simple thing we're overlooking. It's hiding in plain sight, and it's rather easy if we want to increase youth political participation and have it contribute to the health and vitality of our democracy. So let's dive in and explore what we can do to make this happen. I'm Ahmed Kaya. I'm a researcher from the Netherlands, and for another EU project, it was my responsibility and focus to engage the youth. I'm also part of Team Platform INS, and unfortunately I couldn't be there today because we're expecting a baby anytime now. Alright, so let's take a look at the current state of youth political participation in the Netherlands. First, when it comes to voter turnout rates, young people tend to participate less than older age groups. For instance, in the 2021 parliamentary elections, only 49% of 18 to 24-year-olds voted, and this is compared to an overall turnout rate of 82%, according to the Netherlands Institute for Social Research. Secondly, youth membership in political parties in the Netherlands has been declining in recent years. The Dutch National Youth Council reports that in 2019, just 1.8% of Dutch youth aged 16 to 27 were members of a political party, and this is down from 5.5% in 2000, so this is a steep decrease. Thirdly, there are a number of youth councils and organizations in the Netherlands that aim to engage young people in the political process, such as the National Youth Council, the Youth Parliament, and also local youth councils. However, according to the NGR report, these organizations have limited impact on policy-making processes. Fourthly, many young people in the Netherlands engage in activism and advocacy on a variety of issues, such as climate change, social justice, and minority rights. However, this type of engagement often takes place outside of traditional political channels and may not be reflected in voter turnout or party membership rates. Overall, while there are some positive signs of youth engagement in politics, there is still room for improvement in terms of youth political participation and also in the policy-making process. So one might think, why is low youth political participation a problem? Should we even be concerned about it? Well, first, young people make up a significant portion of the population, but their voices are often not heard in political decision-making, leading to policies that may not adequately reflect their needs and concerns. Second, low youth political participation can contribute to a lack of diversity among elected officials and political leaders, making it harder for young people to build skills and networks necessary for pursuing careers in public service. Third, disengagement among young people can contribute to a broader sense of disillusionment with the political process, especially for marginalized groups. Fourth, when young people are not engaged in politics, innovative ideas and fresh perspectives are not fully represented, and this can lead to missed opportunities. And finally, since young people are the future of our society and will be affected by political decisions made today, their lack of participation means that they may not have a say in shaping the future they will inherit. So therefore, by promoting greater youth engagement in politics, we can help build a more inclusive, representative, and effective democracy. So let's take a look at the factors contributing to low youth political participation. Low youth political participation in the Netherlands can be attributed to various factors, including the lack of trust in politicians and political institutions. A study done in 2018 found that 1 in 5 of the youth had trust in national politicians. So the lack of trust in 4 out of 5 of the youth can lead to young people not feeling their voices will be heard, or that their votes will not make a difference. Additionally, a lack of education on civics and government is another factor. Because a report states that 1 in 3 of Dutch secondary school students feel that they've learned enough about politics and democracy in school. And without a solid understanding of how the political process works, young people may be less likely to engage in politics. Many young people in the Netherlands feel disconnected from politics and do not see how it reflects to their daily lives. More than half of the youth feel that politicians do not listen to their concerns. Moreover, limited opportunities for youth engagement in politics can also contribute to low youth political participation, because, as we already discussed, youth membership in political parties has declined in recent years. What are the strategies for increasing youth political engagement? To improve the political participation of youth in the Netherlands, there are several interventions that can be implemented. Firstly, increasing civics education in schools and other youth organizations can help equip young people with the knowledge and skills needed to participate in democracy. Secondly, encouraging political discussions and creating safe spaces for young people to express their opinions and ask questions can help them feel more comfortable with engaging in political discussions. Thirdly, increasing political representation by promoting diversity and encouraging young people to run for political office can help increase youth engagement. Fourthly, social media can be used as an effective tool to reach young people and engage them in political discussions and events, because you're there where they also are active. Additionally, lowering the voting age to 16 has been a proposed way to increase youth political participation and create lifelong voting habits. Lastly, encouraging young people to engage in volunteer work for political parties, campaigns, or government organizations can help them understand the political process, develop useful skills, and make important connections in the political world. And these interventions, along with others, can help to improve the political participation of the youth in the Netherlands, but also, of course, in other EU countries, and help to strengthen our democracy. But let's also keep counter-arguments and responses in mind. Because something we hear often is, young people have always been less politically engaged than older generations, and why should we expect that to change? And while this is historically true that young people have been less politically engaged than older generations, it's also important to recognize that the context has changed, because today's youth face unique challenges and opportunities that previous generations did not. For example, social media and technology have provided new ways for young people to engage in politics and connect with others who share their views. Additionally, many young people today are deeply concerned about issues such as climate change, social justice, and inequality. They are passionate and committed to making a difference in their communities and in the world, and engaging politics is one way to do that. And also, it's very important to recognize that while young people may be less likely to vote or join political organizations, they are still engaged in politics in other ways. For example, this is a video series on YouTube about the Dutch Constitution, and these videos have views of about 200,000 up until 500,000. And when you look at the series in a total, they have more than 1.7 million views. So addressing young people about the importance of the democracy and the importance of voting is also a way of engaging them on issues that are important to them. and may eventually even lead to policy changes and societal shifts. So while it may be true that young people historically have been less politically engaged than older generations, there are reasons to believe that this trend may change in the future or even is already changing. So in summary, today we discussed the problem of low youth political participation in the Netherlands and some of the factors that contribute to it. But we've also talked about strategies for addressing this issue. It's important to remember that youth political participation matters for the future of democracy. And we need their voices to be heard in order to build a truly representative and effective democracy. I believe that when young people are engaged in politics, they can bring new perspectives, fresh ideas, and innovative solutions to the table. And I also believe that only focusing on their turnout rate is ineffective. I think it's more effective to have youth involved in involving the youth in politics, just as we saw with those social media examples, videos. Because in those cases, it's not we who try to empathize with them, but it's the youth addressing the youth in a way and language they understand. But the end result will be the same. They will be more engaged and active in politics and also in shaping the future. Thank you very much.